go. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Gindokeshi, here to cast my first ever game of League of Legends. In the blue corner here, we have Team 20 Minutes or Less, featuring Eye Candy playing Ziggs, Smiffy playing Soraka, the Whitest Asian playing a white-haired Ezreal, Objective Truth laughing his butt off as Trundle, and Aurelia, played by Elliston. In the purple corner, we have Morality playing Lee Sin on Team BigFoigs. Annie, played by ex-Euphoric. I'm just going to go with Euphoric there. Yazdan playing Shyvana. No Lube playing, what's her name? Sivir. I'm going to have to get used to all that. And Sona being played by Cheetos. They are currently trying to cover their junglers' starting paths. Lee Sin, of course, is jungling for purple team. And blue team is trying to invade. Their Trundle is going to start their jungling for them. And I believe they're going to try and steal their opponent's blue. Seems reasonable to me. So they're both getting all set up, waiting for the minions to spawn. Both teams have a very similar set of abilities. In fact, they're almost identical, and their roles are identical. Oh, here comes purple team. They're about to jump Trundle. Oh, hello. How's it going? And no real engagement there. They're just going to sit around. In fact, I believe blue team's going to back off here. Yep, they're just going to head straight for their red. Meanwhile, Lee Sin gets a more normal start here. Oh well. As both teams have a tanky DPS top, a jungler, of course, a bursty mage in the middle, featuring Annie and Ziggs, and then a support character and an attack damage carry, that's the word I'm looking for, in the bottom lane, featuring Sivir and, where'd he go? Ezreal. And their abilities are basically identical, except for Aurelia here having teleport instead of Shyvana's flash. Or not flash, sorry, her ignite. And Trundle here has exhaust instead of Lee Sin, who's coming around the back for a gank, having flash. Which I would argue is very similar choices, just the exhaust is slightly more aggressive. Oh, they're wondering where the Lee is. Does he know? No, he doesn't. Are they going to do anything about it? He's jumped by Shyvana, and she's just going to back off, but can they get her? Nope, she's just going to sit back under the tower. Lee Sin walks off. I believe the minions spotted him there. Meanwhile, mid, they're just going to sit there farming for a little while, because that's what you do in the middle. Sit there and farm and try to harass the opponent long range. Ziggs is burning his mana fairly quickly. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, same sort of deal, really, except there are people healing. So what can you do about it? Harassment from these two, Sivir and Ezreal, and healing from the others. Although Sivir's getting a bit more harassed and in fact pushed, which puts them out of position for Lee Sin, who is currently coming up to gank Ziggs. Or maybe not. Ziggs is smart and backed off, probably because Shyvana's trying to do this. Or rather, he was up here just now. He's probably down there now. He's gonna back off so Ziggs can steal some minions, I guess. Meanwhile, Trundle's coming down this way, likely to steal something from the jungle. Nothing really happening yet, it's just some minor engagements. No one jumping anyone yet for real. Poking and prodding, Lee Sin wasting his time in the bushes, as you can always see. Ziggs is just passing himself off, and Lee Sin just decides he's tired of waiting. He's gonna go try and steal some jungle creeps, or sneak up behind Ziggs, which he will attempt to do now. Hello, Ziggs. How are things? Stunned. Knocked in the face. Gonna get chased down by it. Oh, Annie flashes in, and is the Ignite going to kill him? No. The timely healing pot gets him off. Gets him safe, but is Lee Sin? He's gonna get him. Dead. First blood. And the tower takes him out as well. Very nicely done. Picks up an extra 100 gold. Annie, however, is in a bit of trouble. Exhaust takes her slow, And Trundle's just going to back off, because it's not worth getting hit by the tower to death. Just going to hold that middle lane for him. In the meantime, nothing really happening down bottom. It's kind of slow for a while, you know, like you do. Blue team has 20 minutes or less has warded this area, so just in case Lee Sin decides to show up, they will know. Top lane, same as before, Shyvana having that bit of advantage as Irelia has to sit there under the tower and farm. Granted, that means Shyvana can't really push the lane, but Irelia has to back off right now, but that's okay, because she has teleport and is going to turn that cloth armor into some boots that will stop some damage and be right back via teleport. No big deal. Lee Sin's trying to set himself up for a gank of some sort, but I don't believe he is. He's just kind of sitting there. Maybe he's going to try and push him back away from the tower, which is taking a couple hits. Whereas the blue team's tower is taking 0. Absolutely nothing. Punch in the face from Ezreal. And they're going after run away as Lee Sin tries to catch up. Stun. Slow. No, that's the slow, that's what it is. Heal from Soraka keeps him safe, and no one's going to die today. In the meantime, Trundle shows up to try and help out a bit. Shyvana goes back as well, purchasing for herself, but apparently I can't click on her with this UI. Shyvana has... I need to make this a little bigger so I can see what's going on. She buys the same sort of Ninja Tabi boots and a Doran's Blade to try and push her advantage. No big deal, no big deal. Remind me next time to make this overlay slightly larger. At least I will try. Oh, Irelia is going back again. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, just to get a long sword? Really? Is that all? Whatever floats your boat. Whatever creams your Twinkie, lady. Lee Sin's just gonna keep on farming. More farming, farming everywhere. Team 20 minutes or less, however, is getting quite a lead in gold, which is partially being spent in more wards than Team BigFoigs, as I can tell. But that's no big deal. Ward coverage saves lives, as you can tell, so they can see what's coming. How much armor are you running? I assume Persian is Yazdan here. Who else would he be asking about? That ultimate does 0. Oh shoot, I missed a kill. I am so sorry. Trundle was attempting to evade, I assume, and Annie took him out. Ziggs is getting way out of position. What is he doing? He's gonna try and chase Lee Sin down. He is pretty low, but I don't think you're gonna get it, dude. Meanwhile, Annie is going to try and crush his face in. Unfortunately for her, she does not have the stun ready. So he's just going to back off. Oh! Shyvana's here to take him down. No, he's not going anywhere. Oh, is he? Can he get... No, too fast. He's dead. And that's what happens. Don't chase. Don't get greedy, especially when you know that there's an Annie nearby who can just roast you. Meanwhile, Shyvana goes back to chasing Irelia, who I don't think is going to fare quite as well. Shyvana's just a bit more tanky here. If only I could click on the character and get the info box up here in the corner. It's rather frustrating. Just some trade-offs here. Both of them are fairly tanky, so they're just going to sit around and survive. Trundle's pointing to someone to come get blue. I'm guessing Ziggs, but you never know. Bottom lane is bottom lane. Team 20 minutes or less is pushing that tower like nobody's business, and not really getting bothered by Lee Sin. Lee Sin should be taking advantage of that a bit more. Yes, that is correct. Ziggs has come and grabbed that blue. Annie is pushing the tower, as she should be. Not too surprising on anyone's terms. I wonder. No, that just changes the camera angle. I want the thing up here in the corner so I can read their stats better. I am disappointed. Meanwhile, let's see. Let us determine, since this is kind of a stalemate lane down here, except for the tower pushing. What's his name? Ezreal has 86 minion kills versus 34. Wow, he is totally winning that. That's quite a lot of gold extra, and that's pretty much where their lead was, except for those 3 extra kills. Sona getting off a huge, not a stun, slow, and everyone's going down on that team. Team BigFoigs just getting all the kills up in here. Zig's trying to retreat safely. That was handled by a lovely little Sona ultimate, making everyone dance. And now Team BigFoigs is just going to steal Dragon. And there's nothing that Ziggs can do about it. That is, of course, if this Lee Sin doesn't get himself killed by the dragon. He'd best back off if he knows what's good for him. There we go. Now they're going to push this lane back up to a normal standard. This Sivir, however, is totally getting rocked. 40 minion kills versus Ezreal's 87. However, the 1 kill and 2 assists certainly does help to try and make that up. Conversely, top lane is much more in Shyvana's favor than it is Aurelia's. The towers are in similar shapes, but it's no big deal yet. 6 kills is a fairly large lead, and she's going to try and see... Oh, there's a ward. See when Trundle comes back for blue. Or anyone, really. Most characters could probably come and try and take Golem back now. Let's see how the CS is going, or the minion kills rather, in mid lane. Ziggs has 52 versus Annie's 46. Aurelia has 69 versus Shyvana's 86. So yeah, there's part of our reason for the winning there. Full level now. The health, and Annie's going to get a blue buff here. So both mid laners now have the blue buff, which will reduce their cooldowns, give them more mana, and generally make them happier people. So the tower pushing in general seems to be going better for Team 20 minutes or less, who in 10 minutes will owe me a free pizza if they don't get this game done. Whereas Team BigFoigs is getting many more kills by virtue of better team presence. Meanwhile, it looks like Lee Sin's going to try and kick the butt of that there Trundle, who's going to back off now. Thanks to the wonders of ward coverage. Oh, and Ezreal's getting a bit out of position. Annie does not have a stun ready, but he's going to try and take her down, and she's dead. And Ezreal survives via heals. Lee Sin is not going to get away. He's dead. And an ultimate does very little damage here, really. Partially because, oh, Sona does not get away either, despite that lovely ultimate. Sivir, are you going to escape? I think you might. I think she might. Shyvana's coming to catch up, to help. I think they're just going to try and get on her now. Shyvana, what are you doing? Run away, girl. They know you're there. Oh, you're going down. Ezreal might go down too. Ezreal, how? Oh, he's dead. Burning fire from dragons tends to kill people, so I've noticed. Aurelia, in the meantime, is just punching away at that tower. She should back up shortly if she doesn't want a dragon in her face. And she's out. Fortunately, just in time for that Shyvana to show up. That tower is not dead, unfortunately. I really want my... Oh, it's down here in very tiny mode. I need to fix that. Aurelia is going to punch away at the Shyvana with her Blades of Destiny, or whatever the move is called. I don't even know. Show me. Transcendent Blades. Thank you very much. So let's see. Shyvana's going to steal some creeps, or some creeps in the jungle, whatever you want to call them. In the meantime, more ward coverage, because what you need to know is who's coming to kill you. That Ezreal ultimate flew from the base and did 0. Absolutely nothing. Good job, sir. Maybe got him a couple mini kills, but that's about it. Oh, hello. Aurelia behind you. They're going to take out that Sona. She is as good as dead. And that Sivir is just going to walk away, scared for her life. What can you do versus 4? Not too much, I'm told. That tower isn't really in any trouble. I don't know why they're pinging it. I mean, those minions are close, yes, and they're probably going to get there soon, but nothing to worry about. They're going to go for it anyway. Although Ziggs here might be going for blue buff. Yes, he is. Because blue buff is good buff. Annie, meanwhile, is just going to farm, because that's what you do. Oh, and they took down the turret. Good job, Ezreal. I wasn't surprised in the slightest. That was obviously going to go down first by virtue of how hard they were pushing the damn thing. And they may get caught out by Sivir here, but no, she's just going to sit there. Shyvana and Aurelia are going to dance up here on the top, as they always do. Shyvana's slightly tankier here, by virtue of some lifesteal, I'd say. And she's going to take Aurelia down if she's not careful. But Aurelia is going to sit in the bush. Is she going to take it? No. Shyvana's going to back away. Ezreal, however, thinks he can take out a dragon. Can he do it? Can he solo the dragon, as it were? Not if the dragon runs away. Oh well, no big deal. Lee Sin, jungling. Annie being harassed, and that tower looks pretty close to dead. I gotta say. They may be losing in kills still. Lee Sin's gonna try and gank Ziggs here. But Ziggs is smart enough to back up. Not sure quite sure how he knew he was there, but you know, general map awareness helps. Perhaps he spotted him while the minions were over there. Sona just wandering around, making sure nothing's happening. Soraka's gonna catch a Sivir over here, and is gonna have no trouble whatsoever because she's Soraka and can heal all of the damage forever. Because that's what you do when you're Soraka. Heal all the damage. This middle turret might just go down very shortly. The dance continues up top. Aurelia might go down here. But unfortunately for Shyvana, she misses that Fire Blast. I can't remember what it's called. Not Twin Bite. Flame Breath. Okay. Fire Breath. Whatever. And that tower is dead. I am surprised. Honestly, as much damage as this took earlier, I thought that was going to go down first. But Shyvana did have the advantage over Aurelia and was left alone for a long while. Meanwhile, a fight's going to get started right here as they're closing in on Lee Sin and Sona. Trundle blocks off their way with a very nice thing. Rock. Ziggs' whatchamadoohickey, Mega Bomb, just Mega Bombs, fires through the air, kills Sona outright, and the blue team is now going to get the dragon. Once again, this is my first time casting, so if I am bad at this, you know why. They're going to fight over the blue buff now, but it's not really going to be much of a contest, as the blue team is just going to take it, and there's nothing anyone here can do about it. Sivir here might go down to the Trundle, who's catching himself slightly out of position, but his team is there to back him up. I don't think anyone's going to die here, honestly. It's a very nicely blocked lane, or area with that Pillar of Filth, that's the word. Need to learn all the names of all the skills so I can do this better. Bit of posturing here, but I don't think anyone's going down today. Although they might catch Shyvana out as she comes back around, unless she just teleports there. Lee Sin, however, Lee Sin can just teleport over walls, because that's what he does. He kicks people, and somehow that saves him. He kicks his friends, and he's safe. In the meantime, Shyvana's running away as well. They may be winning on kills. That doesn't save him forever. Can I drag this anywhere? I would like to move that. Can I drag this bar? Yes, I can. Huzzah. That is no longer in my way. Alright, I think this tower is about to go down. Traveling ultimate does 0. Haha. Pushing the tower, nothing's gonna happen yet, except for a dead tower. Although someone's gonna die, and I believe it's not Ezreal. Maybe it is Ezreal. Oh, he might survive. He's not. He's asserted his life. Annie goes down, and Aurelia goes down, so trades all over the place, but certainly not in favor of Team BigFoigs. Sivir's dead. Oh, saved by Sona. Actually saved by her own heal. Very nicely done. That turret is dead. Very nice team fight in the favor of 20 minutes or less, who have 1 minute to not owe me a free pizza. Maybe I used that joke too much. Soraka heals. What can I say, man? They're awesome. Ezreal has way more farm than anyone else here, really. 149. Actually, Shyvana's beating him. So, surprisingly... Well, she did have a lane to herself, really. That Aurelia was very little in the way of a threat. Ezreal, however, might have some trouble with 2 people chasing him down, but not really, because he's running away safely. No big deal. They're going to try and push themselves out. I don't know what they're pinging for. She's putting down a vision ward in case blue team decides to drop their own ward, and they'll be able to see it. General posturing all around. She's trying to push that tower, which could go down to this minion push, unless, of course, Sona and Sivir show up to stop it. Which they will, of course. Aurelia's gonna get caught out here. Oh, knocks all over the place. Flash into a wall, no good. Trundle's gonna show up to try and save her, and he does. Ooh, very close. She's dead. Power of the dragon indeed, Shyvana. Very nice kill. 9 to 10 so far, but still over 1,000 gold in favor of Team 20 minutes or less. BigFoigs is going to try to take down Baron here because I think they need the bonus, honestly, despite their being ahead in kills. Unfortunately for them, everyone sees what they're doing. Are they going to take it, however, is the question. Trundle, smite, and they steal it. Good job, sir. Sona goes down. Lee Sin does not go down. Yet. Now he's down. Good job, sir. Bombs from Ziggs. What do you expect? Explosions. Apparently that's the second time today that they've stolen Baron from someone. Good job, sir. Just missed. But he wasn't going to hit him anyway, now that I think about it. Ezreal, in the meantime, is split pushing, and so is Aurelia, because that's what you do when you have Baron buff, and no one is going to contest you. This turret is going down, no questions about it. Soraka doesn't need Sona. Of course you don't smith it. You are the smiffiest of smiths. Smith, smifty, smith. Perhaps a smurf. Well, Soraka is slightly worse. Sorry guys, I'm talking to the chat. Than she was pre-patch just now, but you know, her heals are still amazing. These camera controls are slightly jerky in this mode. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Meanwhile, the entire Baron buffed team, except Aurelia, who is lacking in the buff, is going to go down. Everyone is going to drop down all on one person. Aurelia goes down again for lacking Baron buff. Annie's dead. They're all going to focus down on Sivir, followed by Sona, unless she can get away. Trundle goes down, fortunately for him. Lots of fire and kicks in the face. The BigFoigs tried to surrender there, but no one really was into that because there were only 3 people voting. Oh well. In the meantime, they're just going to sit here and take a tower. Uncontested, because these guys are too weak, and there's no way you could stop that. And the inhibitor's gonna go down here too. Nothing they can do about it. Death to the inhib. Yes, down to Goblin Town it goes. Soraka gets bonus nothing. But she's the one with her faceplate on the turret kill, so whatever, you know. I believe now they're going to try and push bottom lane. Sivir's going to try and catch up, and I'm not sure it's going to go particularly well. Ziggs is going to steal their blue, even though he has his own. Greedy little boy. She is going to take some golems, no big deal. Congregation down here in the bottom, and my mouth is getting really dry. Man, this casting thing is hard. So Soraka's just going to back off. Are they going to catch her? They are. Is the team. They're going to take Dragon instead. Oh well, Soraka, however, is full of heals forever, so she's safe. Backs off to her tower. No problem. Team comes to catch up eventually, when they feel like it. Nice ultimate from Ezreal. Doesn't do too much damage except to Annie. Bombs from Ziggs. Flashed away. That was the Annie, sorry. Annie flashes. And shields herself to keep herself from getting hit again. They're all going to run away once more. Safely forever. Meanwhile, Shyvana's pushing top lane from Aurelia. But she's going to run away, because I guess she couldn't push anymore. Or she just wants to trick the Aurelia. She is a full 2 levels behind. Aurelia is 2 levels behind the Shyvana. Pretty crazy there. Meanwhile, super minions in your base, purple team. What you gonna do about it? You should probably fix that. And meantime, Team 20 minutes or less is almost a full 1,000 gold ahead. Sorry, 10... Is it 10,000? They are 8,000 gold ahead right now. Almost 10,000, and they're probably going to get that far soon. Aurelia is going to push this tower down, and no one's going to stop her because no one has teleport on that team. Shame upon them. Shyvana's going to get caught out here by a Trundle with a Pillar of Filth, and Soraka with her bananas, but the rest of the team shows up to save her. Soraka, how you do? Well, healing helps. Also having quite a bit of armor via Aegis of the Legion, and some extra health from Heart of Gold and Shirelia's Reverie certainly do the trick. Quite a bit of action in this game, pretty crazy so far. Almost 10,000 gold ahead for blue team. Shyvana's getting caught out via slows and pillars of filth. Annie, however, has come to save the day. No big deal. No big deal. Everyone's just sitting around and posturing. Trying to poke and prod and threaten each other forever. Just some threats back and forth. Aurelia got their red. Shame on purple team for losing all their buffs. Baron has run out, and I'd say they used it fairly effectively, pushing down the entirety of mid lane and a couple towers to boot. Fight starting here, Pillar holding everyone in place for a few moments. Bombs and bears and tibbers, and Sona goes down to the other support. Shyvana going down, and Sona going down as well. Fortunately, I'm not very good at this camera thing. Lee Sin's taken down by the full team. The only ones left are Annie and Sivir, and they aren't going to do anything about it. Except Ezreal's going to chase them all the way there. What you doing there, man? Pushing the tower, of course. What else? The entire team here is just going to push the towers in the middle straight down, ignoring the other ones before them. There goes bottom-centered tower. Yes. Sivir is also going to go down right now. Nope, she's staying alive. Staying alive. Tower 2 is also down. Everyone's going down. Except for me, because I'm just watching. Soraka heals herself to safety. Sivir dies finally to the Ezreal at the base, and Ezreal goes down to Shyvana. Fire is not healthy. In fact, the entire blue team isn't doing too well. They should probably get out of here. They did, however, get most of the Nexus health down. If they just wait, honestly, the minions could push it down. Aurelia has taken down the top turret, and Ziggs is dead. All the team, for 20 minutes or less, is dead except for Aurelia, who finally escapes. They have 20 seconds, really, to save the game. Go, game, throw. Only 3 people on the purple team are voting about the surrender. I wonder about that. Kind of odd. The minions have taken down this turret and are halfway through this inhibitor. Talking in video games. Very difficult, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, they're leaving plenty of time for Team 20 minutes or less to catch back up. Damage all the way down the lane. Oh, wow. Now, 3 kills and over 10,000 gold behind. Team BigFoigs has a long way to go to catch up to the other team. Meanwhile, Aurelia is starting Baron by herself. The rest of the team is going to catch up. She has plenty enough health regen. And is that lifesteal she has? Yeah, lifesteal from Wriggles to hold herself until the rest of the team shows up. BigFoigs, meanwhile, is just trying to push and keep their stuff alive. It's not going to do any good. Baron is back in the hands of teams 20 minutes or less. Didn't have to steal it this time. I don't see things going particularly well for Team BigFoigs. Meanwhile, they're just going to push mid, because that's what you do. Just more pushing in general. I think they should congregate in middle if they're going to do anything here. Teleporting back to the base. Not too surprised, honestly. Oh, now they're going bot. Make up your minds, guys. Make up your minds. Finish the game already, however. As I have a dry throat, and I need to get a drink. Alright, taking down that inhibitor on the blue team. BigFoigs is just going to watch, honestly. Ziggs is going to throw that Mega Bomb and just destroy Sona. And that inhibitor's dead. Push, 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 push forever. They're just going to ignore that turret, that inhibitor rather. Take down the enemy team if they can. It's kind of hard with their turret, or their base turret. Still got 2 kills, and Aurelia is dead. Not surprised, honestly, at this rate. Trundle's down, but Shyvana is as well, and they might just take the game right now. Aced team at their base. Sad. GG, guys. Whew. In the meantime, how did I do? Let me know. How was this recording? How was this game? Ooh, taunts. How nice. So yes, let me know how I did, guys. Leave it in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time for more League of Legends action. Bye.